Well, here we are on day 2 on the bicycle, and I'm trying the mount again. It seems like it was a success yesterday. I want to thank you for the few people who watch these videos and like the laundry videos. Oh, that guy's got a bicycle helmet on. That's good. I don't wear a bicycle helmet. I should. Briefly yesterday, I rode on the street in the opposite position, and a few of my students saw this video and they said, "Oh, hey, you're breaking the law. You're going across the street." It's just much smoother, you know. But the stabilization on the GoPro8 does a pretty good job. I rode on the sidewalk a lot yesterday too, but I didn't really notice the the bumps and stuff. Now on my right here is well, the garbage trucks leave from. I live kind of near to that, and maybe we'll catch them doing exercise this morning. No one's out today. Look at that. No one's out. Oh, I changed the mount on the camera a little bit, so I've got a little extra more mobility here, so I can move it around a little bit more. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that was a mistake. Whoop. There's a garbage truck here. Yeah, that was a mistake. So let me stop and adjust this shit. Oh, let me see. Tighten that. This and that. Okay, there we go. A small adjustment. And on my left here, we have a pachinko parlor named Taiko, which has always been. I've never really noticed it before. I imagine it's big. And I don't know what the kanji would be there, but I don't know about that. But Taiho is also the same pronunciation for the word. It's not tight at all. Jesus Christ. It also means arrest. So, let's see. It also means arrest, so it's kind of a strange name for pachinko. Pachinko, if you don't know, is Japan's answer to gambling. It's like the bingo parlors in America where you're not supposed to gamble, right? But people play bingo, which is gambling, basically. That's what pachinko is. Anyway, it is a beautiful, chilly Tuesday morning. I'm on the way to school. I'm not going to get into this in too much detail. A little bit of drama, I suppose. I'll do my best. Yeah, I think I can do a pretty good job. So yesterday, I was looking for something on YouTube. I don't remember what it was, and I happened to be on YouTube. I think I might have been even uploading this video, yesterday's bicycle video. I might have been doing that. Running the red lights, just for you guys. And now we cross, which is better, to the opposite side of the street so I can go with the traffic. Oh, look at that sun coming up. It's nice, huh? For those of you stuck at home, that's what the sun looks like if you haven't seen it in a while. Yeah, man, it sucks what's happening with COVID. Let's hit the important stuff right now. If those of you are stuck at home, I sometimes get, once in a while, not a lot, I do welcome though. I get emails from people who are like, oh, I'm stuck at home. And there was this woman, I think she was in Utah or Arizona or somewhere out in the Midwest. She was in a burn unit, and she used to write me and tell me how she appreciated my videos, and she had like, I want to say her name was Shelly, but that was actually my old girlfriend's name, so maybe I'm secretly hoping my old girlfriend was set on fire. That's a horrible, horrible joke, and not true at all. She was a wonderful woman, and now she's a lesbian. And it's all my fault, which is what people say. Not, it was another guy's fault. That's another long story, but she doesn't watch my videos, so does it matter? Are you allowed to talk about shit if people don't watch your videos? So Corona is really bad right now. They've closed down London, like there's going to be no Christmas. Christmas has been canceled, blah, blah, blah. So if you're in London, that sucks. You know, I don't really care so much about Christmas so much. I'm not like Melania Trump level of who the fuck cares about Christmas. But you know, for us here in Japan, it's a working day. In fact, I'm trying to get home early for my kids that day. It's Friday, but I'll actually be teaching in the on Thursday, New Year's Eve, I'll be teaching Tomoko and Kibi together. They want to go out for a drink, but I'm like, I gotta get home to the kids, guys. They might go out for a drink. We'll see. We're on this truck. This is a handicap truck, maybe, or a kids truck. I mean, bus. Anyway, a lot of places are locked down right now for the holidays. That sucks. Hopefully next year this will not be an issue anymore. We'll be back to normal. Everything will be back to normal next Christmas. It's been a long year though, huh? A lot has happened this year. One of the things that happened was I stopped speaking to a couple friends, and for different reasons. And one of them was basically, well, no, different reasons, but in general the same reason, which is negativity. I feel like I gotta get away from negative people or people who are bad influence. I think if you surround, and this is really, really cruel, but if you associate with people, how do I explain this? Okay, if you want to improve your life, associate with people who are also trying to improve their lives somehow. They're trying new things, doing new things. Don't you think that's the way to go? That's what I think. Oh, I'm gonna get out of here. It's really horrible. Look at this. Whoa. This is like really tight here. Oh, I'm gonna get off this street and get onto the sidewalk. That was kind of fun though, huh? I enjoyed that. I'm sure it looks good on camera too. So if you want to improve your life, I think it's important to associate with people who want to improve their lives in somehow, and who are supportive and not negative. And of course, other things like have similar values. So this year there was a couple people. One guy who I'd been friends with for a long time, but it always a long time. He's not on YouTube or anything, and he's always said like a few like slightly racist things. And you know when you're with the guys and people say things and you're like, okay, you want to be like one of the guys and supportive. You're like, yeah, you know, you kind of, or ignore it or support it. I don't know. But I don't remember now whether I ignored it or supported it. But either way, I know it didn't make me feel very good. I don't have a cold. It's just I just sniffle when it's cold. It is cold outside. The temperature is cold. It's samui, cold. Anyway, look at these kids. It's always amazing to me that kids in Japan can just go to school by themselves without any parental supervision. They watch out for themselves, which is important. So anyway, one of these guys, he's always not been supportive and always been negative, and kind of got tired of his shit. Just realized it just wasn't any fun anymore in the course at all. This early. What time is it now? It's now 7:52. That's pretty good. It's pretty early. Early morning class today. So I just stopped associated with him. Now, he was also a Trump supporter, but that wasn't a big part of it. Now another guy who I've been friends with a long time, I think he's a great guy, but also to be honest, I just got tired of him and the relationship and the negativity, well, I felt the negativity that it had. It just didn't feel good talking to him. A lot of negative stuff was brought up, but I'm not going to get into specifics, but I just got tired of it. It's not a big deal. Now, I wasn't real dick about it. I guess maybe I was a dick about it, okay? So, yeah. Is that an apology? Yeah, I guess. I'm sorry. But, I was just tired of it. I felt like it was a negative relationship and it wasn't helping me at all, and it wasn't, just wasn't getting anything out of it anymore, so. Now, like the first person, and these are old friendships, both these guys I've known for years. Like the first friendship, not like the first president, excuse me, this is cold. He's also a Trump supporter. And to be fair, he didn't like talking about Trump or politics much. But, maybe I should go this way. Yeah, let's go this way. But the thing is, I like talking about that shit when I'm outraged. I'm triggered. I'm a snowflake, whatever you want to say. No, that stuff bothers me. I think that things that Trump support are immoral on a global scale, and if you just support him blindly, it seems completely illogical to me. Someone can support someone who's just lying right to your face and doing things that are actually hurting the whole world. Things on a literally on a global scale, like denying global climate change. I mean, they ask people, politicians, do you believe in climate change? As if climate change were Santa Claus. It's not Santa Claus, it's science. I mean, yeah, you can find scientists who will deny it, and then you can say, look, these guys deny it, but it's not really a deniable fact. And yeah, I understand the arguments against the existence of global climate change. For example, they've been saying for years that we're going to run out of water, and in 10 years there'll be no more Earth, but look, they're still around. Yeah, well, you know what? It doesn't mean they're wrong, maybe their timing's off. If 99%, I mean, these are the scientists are the people who like the Japanese scientists, for example, they sent a spaceship to a moving asteroid and did basically the impossible. They landed a spaceship on an asteroid, took a little sample and got off it. I think we should trust those people. These are the people who make vaccines. I mean, how can you trust a politician over a scientist? That's just, I'm sorry to all the people with Down syndrome, but you know what that is. You know what that is. That's just dumb. Anyway, my point is, I think that Trump is hurting people on a global scale, and if you support Trump, these days after all that's happened, and even now, I mean, it just gets worse and worse. Even though he's lost, he's still making it worse by denying that he lost, and it's just an embarrassment. But you still support Trump, then there's something morally wrong with you. I think immoral. I'm not saying I'm not immoral. I'm immoral. And here's the kicker. So yesterday, I never watched this other YouTuber, but I got on and he was doing a live show. And I saw his whole show. And he started to talk about me, saying I was an immoral person because I filmed girls accidentally short skirts. Yeah, I'm not like, yeah, I do. I happen to, if there's girls around and I'm filming and there's some short skirts around, I'm going to give that to the audience because that's what the audience wants. Sex sells, okay? I'm that guilty. Right? That is immoral, I suppose. Yeah, unethical, I suppose, but on a very minor scale. That's not going to fucking damage the planet, okay? Now, if you want to, but it was funny. It was like he kind of went on a rant about it, and he hates drama, so I'm not. Now the thing is, I never mentioned his name, and I don't want his name mentioned. I don't want to talk about it. I mean, because he can't stand the public eye, and I don't care. I mean, I don't care. But it was, and I wrote in the comments, and I was like, hey, everything this guy is saying is true. I was kind of supporting him. But yeah, he was. I can understand him being upset about the fact that our friendship kind of died. But I guess the point of the video I made a few months ago was, can friendship survive politics? And the answer is yes, but not ours. Because there was other stuff there anyway. It wasn't just the politics. It's just the negativity. But it's also the politics. It's also just blind loyalty to a president simply because he's president, or simply because you like his personality. That's just ridiculous. Especially when he's hurting people on a global scale. And more than that, I could have actually forgiven all that. It wasn't just that, it was just a negativity. And I don't want to get into specifics of that, but there's, long story short, at the end of the day, he came away from a relationship relationship with him. I wasn't getting anything out of the relationship. That's all. I mean, what else am I going to say? I feel even stupid even talking about this, but here's my point to everyone else. What can you get out of this video? And that is that sometimes you've got to just cut ties with people, even though they're friends, and even though you do care about them. But, you know, if you don't get anything out of it anymore, and this has happened to me a lot of times, so I feel for the guy, and I feel hypocritical in a way, because I've had people cut ties with me before, YouTubers as well, and regular normal friends, because you know, YouTubers are all freaks. But so this guy made a live video. The video's been erased, but in the video I was writing, commenting, saying, hey, well, you know, I wrote a few things, I don't even remember what they were, but a couple of them were, everything this guy is saying is true, and yeah, I didn't even contradict him, but then I realized he couldn't see the comments, and then he mentioned that he had blocked me on everything, which I didn't even notice, to be honest. I hadn't even noticed that he had blocked me on phones and on all social media, and I hadn't even noticed. It just goes to show. After that, I looked a little bit, and I realized, oh yeah, okay, he has blocked me. That's fine. I mean, I didn't block him, but I understand. So in the past, I think I've told you guys about I was part owner of a bar, and manager of rock and roll band, and various things that I got into in other videos. I suddenly had to get out of those relationships. I sold my section of the bar, and I was fired from the rock and roll band, which is fine. I mean, it's a long time ago. But I was pretty hurt by all that. It was like I'd lost my identity. But I don't think I friendship. Anyway, this is kind of stupid, but before making this video, I was thinking about Clint Eastwood. I don't know why. I was thinking, would Clint Eastwood make a video like this? Not that he's my superhero or anything, but I don't think he would bother making a video like this. That's all. I don't think he would. And then after that, I started looking for quotes by Tupac Shakur. What's his name? Tupac. What's the guy's name? You know, the black guy who died and everything, the soul, the rapper. There was something he said a long time ago that I thought was pretty cool. Even though I don't even know any Tupac songs. I just know the quotes. I'm sure I do know some Tupac songs. Anyway, Tupac said something like, just because we're not friends anymore doesn't mean you gain me as an enemy. I still want you to eat, just not at my table. Yeah, so that's basically it. And then I couldn't find that quote for a while, but I did find another quote that he's kind of a smart guy, that Tupac guy. He said something like, I should use the gears on this bicycle sometime. He also said something like, you can overanalyze a situation, a failure, and go over it and try to figure out what went wrong, and try to find some kind of peace with it. You know, you can waste your time doing that, or you can just walk away from the broken pieces and go on with your life. And that's what I think everyone should do. I think I do that a lot. I spend a lot of time thinking about past failures, and it bothers me because I think it's wrong to waste time on your past failures. And I know a lot of people do that. A lot of my friends are always talking about when I was in high school, when I was younger. And I don't know, I feel like I'm still young and there's no point. And my future's still, happening. My future's happening. Is that weird to say? My future is still happening. The future is now. It's happening now. Look at all these kids on the left. Can you see them? Oh, I'll go through them a little bit. All wearing the yellow hats going to school. That's really nice. Looking after each other. But yeah, another friend on YouTube, well, from YouTube, he's on Facebook. He's a really smart guy, but he spends a lot of time thinking about like the 80s and what happened in 1984 and 85 and going through the top movies and stuff and making these lists of the best movies. See the kids over there? Oh, wearing the yellow. I always thought that's kind of a waste of time. Like, that was 30 years ago, man, 40 years ago. What do you do now? What are you going to do in the future? How are you going to improve your life? What relationships do you have that will help you improve your life? I think you should think about those relationships. Try to improve your life, not hang on to the past. And that was one of the things about a couple of the relationships that I guess got out of, friendships that I got out of this year. Where they were just really negative, I felt. Go. Green light. Anyway. Well, like I said, I do feel a little bit guilty because in the past I've been cut off from a relationship, and it hurts. It does hurt. I understand, but it's not really anyone's fault, or maybe it was my fault. But there's no point. There's nothing you can do about it now. So look at those broken pieces of the relationship and go on with your life. At the end of this particular YouTuber's video, I don't know why he bothered making the video. He doesn't like drama. But I'm really not upset at all about it. I was kind of smiling as he was ranting and raving about me. That was cool. But what was funny though is all this stuff came up that he'd never told me. Like, you know, I supported him even though when I didn't agree with him, which is not really the kind of friendship that I needed anyway. So. He brought up all this stuff that he thought that I guess bothered him about me. That's good to know. You know, he mentioned that I'd been in so many fights with so many people. And yeah, I do have lots of fights with lots of people. I like to complain and bitch about things that I think are wrong. And yeah, I'm not a good friend. I don't have many friends. I'm short-tempered. I'm demanding. That's unfortunate for me. You know. And I think to be honest, I think I'm jaded to the point where none of it really bothers me too much. So I don't know if that makes me stronger or just pathetic. I guess you could say either, you know. I do believe that we human beings do need social interaction and it's good for us, but and loyalty to friendship is good, but you know, sometimes you gotta just let things go. And the truth is, I'm the kind of person that doesn't really need any particular human being. So you know, it sounds, as I say this, it sounds almost psychopathic. Psychopathic? Yeah. Not schizophrenic, psychopathic. Who said that? That's schizophrenic. Yeah, it sounds almost psychopathic, I guess. But I guess I've been, you know, hurt so many times in the past that I don't think I have male friends now. I have friends now that I have newish male friends, but I think I tiptoe around a little bit because maybe I don't want to invest too much emotion and time into them, or maybe not time, but emotion, because I have been disappointed in the past. There's guys I know at the gym. We chat a little bit. Everything's friendly. We even have a few beers once in a while at a convenience store or something because of the ticket. But I don't expect too much from them. Maybe that's for the best. I think when I was younger, I want. I didn't want more out of relationships, out of male friendships, like the buddy-buddy kind of thing. Oh, what would be the Falcon and Winter Soldier, or should I say Winter Soldier and Captain America type of relationship? Well, those are really silly examples, but you know what I'm saying. But I don't think I have that. And now that you're, no, maybe when you're single, that's much more important. But when you're married, man, my friendship, my biggest relationships now these days are with my father and my son, my biggest male relationships. Talk to my dad a lot more now because of Corona. He's at home. I call him up 4 or 5 times a week and just chat a few minutes on the Skype or on the Messenger. See how he's doing. And of course I see my son every day. And he's funny, my son. You know, he looks in my eyes, he's always excited and tells me some exciting, ridiculously mundane activity that day. Yesterday, Santa Claus came to their Koiku and their nursery school, Koiku, and he was so excited. He goes, "Oh, Santa Claus came, and I got this present, look at this." And then my daughter's like, "Yeah, I got this present too, look at this." They're like showing me the presents, and those presents were like basically, well, they weren't nothing, but they were pretty cheap little presents, right? Because the school gives them out. But I'm sure we paid for them through our contributions to the school. But they were nothing like the present he's getting for Christmas. His birthday and Christmas are coming up, so we're giving him major big presents. And they're going to be huge, but he'll be more excited. He was so excited by this board game, this paper board game that he got at the school, and that he forced us all to play yesterday. But it was great to see, you know, the light in his eyes. You know, there's a friend of mine who he wrote that he doesn't. His family is who he chooses, not who he's connected to by the ridiculous connection of DNA. And I thought about that. And yeah, you can't choose your family, of course. But and I think I'm lucky that I have a pretty good relationship with my dad and my son so far. You know, who knows what's going to happen in the future. And I understand other people don't have that. So I guess I'm lucky in that way, because maybe that's the only thing that keeps me from being a real psychopath, because I've had some real... The bicycle's name was Jedi. Whoops. Anyway, I think I'm lucky, and I get my emotional nourishment from this. I don't really have any super deep friendships with anyone outside of family, I guess. Even my wife, I mean, you might be curious about that. I'm a good father, a good husband, but I don't think even that relationship is as strong as my relationship with my father and my son. And that's just the way it goes, you know? I'm not saying I wouldn't like it to be stronger, but, you know, after the kids were born, that's what happens in Japan, man. Suddenly, the wife's attention is not that, you know, it's not like she doesn't care about me anymore, but I'll tell you, the priority is definitely the children. And in a way, it's a good way. It's a good thing, because so is mine. So I know that they're getting the best attention, you know, from her. But that's well, that's another story. But that's another relationship that kind of changes over time, unfortunately. Anyway, I think it's a good place to stop. Hope you guys enjoyed that rambling. 30 minutes today, wow. I'm going to turn this off, but hope it was stable enough. And another laundry video. And yeah, do what you need to do to be happy. I guess that's it. Everyone, you got to remember that though. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but you got to remember. Okay guys, have a good one.